Hey guys, it's Eric. Welcome to Divine Conversations. Thank you so much for joining me. First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to all of the subscribers that have subscribed over the last few weeks. I am so grateful for your subscriptions, and a shout out to everyone that's liked and commented on my videos. I really, really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. It is such a blessing to be able to do this for you guys, and I'm so glad that it's resonating so well with people. That is so fulfilling. It's amazing. So, um, just a quick disclaimer, I am available on Instant Go if you are interested. If you have a quick question you want to ask me, please hit me up there. If you want a private reading with me, you can email me. The links to those two options are down in the description box below. So today, I'm going to be bringing you guys a divine masculine karmic update. Yeah. So I'm going to start with some cards from the Oracle of Visions, and then I'm going to pull some clarifiers from the Gilded Tarot, and then I will also be pulling some advice, some Oracle guidance from the Crystal Mandala deck. Okay. So let's get started here. Just want to do an update for the divine masculines that are in karmic relationships. Um, Spirit, please make me a clear channel for the divine masculine. Please help us understand the energies surrounding divine masculines in karmic relationships at this time. What are the best messages you have for us in relation to any divine masculines that are still in karmic relationships, are uh, making their way out of karmic relationships, things like that? Thank you so much, Spirit. One more shuffle. Okay. Cut. All right, so I'm going to be pulling 4 cards from this deck. Uh, First one we have here is card number 1. To me, this is kind of like a Fool card. Yeah. And I'll dive into the reasons why. Second card we have, interestingly enough, we have card number 2. Okay. I'm getting a bit of a conformity vibe from that card. But again, I'll dive deeper in just a moment. Third card we have is card number 13. And finally, we have card number 38. Here we are. Okay. So I'm just going to go through these cards first, and then I'm going to pull some clarifiers from the Tarot deck here. So, starting with card number 1. It's card number 1, and it's in position number 1. Haha. Card number 1 here. I think of the Fool when I see this card, a type of Fool energy. But it's a little more evolved than the the official Fool from the major arcana of the Tarot. Um, Ciro Marchetti, who's the author of this deck, or author and illustrator, he has a thing for gestures. If you can see here on the back of the card, that's one of his biggest symbols. But in his decks, the Fool is usually dressed as a jester. So we see here a woman that's wrapped herself in a blanket. She's got that jester-like hat on, and she's standing there with the jester's box and scepter with these doves coming out of the box. And on the ground, if you can see, I don't know if you can really see it, but there are other Fool cards from Ciro Marchetti's other decks on the ground there. And so it kind of gives a feeling of, those other Fool cards. There's 3 of them down there. It's almost like they've been discarded, been laid to rest, is what I'm hearing. And out of the box comes these 3 doves, which can represent the discarded versions, or the aspect, the fool aspects of the fool that have been discarded, but are being reborn in these doves. So to me, this is talking about, the divine masculines that are in karmic relationships are starting to reach a new breaking point almost. A or at least some of them are. They are shedding a lot of, what they had held on to in the past, which we know this already. This has been going on for quite some time now. But it's as if that I'm being my attention is being drawn to the doves here. So it's like they're almost ready to take flight, or they're about to take flight in a new direction. Um, and for those that are resonating with this card, this new direction is away from the karmic partner and towards the twin counterpart. Yeah. Now, on the flip side, we have card number two. And in this card, you see this woman is dressed up like these two red, like well, there's two birds that are similar, or like are the same species. I don't know what species that is. And then there's the woman, and then it looks like there's a swan on the woman's head. And they all have similar features, similar distinguishing features. The white feathers from the three birds, the white wig on the woman, the red on the faces of these two birds down here, the red ribbon around this swan's neck, the red makeup and lipstick on this woman's face, and then even down to like this silver nose that looks like a beak on this woman. Um, so it's like they're all trying to do things to fit in. But to me, this is like conformity. To me, this is, yeah, they're all pretty unique still. They're all unique, but they're still trying to look the same. Okay, they're still trying to look the same. They're still trying to match each other. And what gives me this contrived or false or um, even egotistical element to this card is the fanciness of it, the fancy neck, adornments on the birds and the woman, the fancy wig, the fancy makeup, the fancy dress. I mean, to me, this is just pomp and circumstance. It's just like it's conformity, but not for the sake of safety, maybe, like going flowing with each other, for the sake of a community or a family. This is conformity for the sake of egotism. Okay, so a lot of divine masculines that are still in these karmic relationships are in them to fit in, to still be acceptable to people around them, even if it's not. And I'm personally picking up, well, not personally. Well, okay, maybe I said that for a reason, but I am picking up this pretty strongly, this one point of even if they don't necessarily want to be around the people that they are still in this karmic relationship with, they stay in the relationship because they don't want others outside of the situation to look down upon them. They don't want people that they may want to get into a walk into a new relationship, even if they feel like it's a better relationship, it will be a better relationship for them. They don't want to walk into this new situation and then be judged by those new people for whatever happened here in this old karmic relationship. And to me, that last point is a little bit of an oxymoron, because the reason why these karmic relationships need to be shed is because they are inauthentic to who we truly are. And if you leave that relationship in for the reasons of finding greater authenticity, then the people that you come up in contact with moving forward, divine masculine, wouldn't have a reason to judge you negatively or to really judge you at all. I mean, there would be no reason to judge. That situation was not good for you. It was not healthy. It left you feeling inauthentic. It didn't allow you to express who you truly were. And if you're moving forward in your life, if you're working on raising your vibration and moving away from low vibrational people or karmic relationships and stuff like that, if you're moving forward and up in the world, then you will be celebrated for choosing authenticity. Yes. For choosing to walk away from conformity. Yes. Moving forward to card number three. which is also card, which is card number 13. Okay, so it's in the third position in this reading, but it's card number 13 in this deck. And this card, to me, screams of control and control issues. Control issues is what's coming up here in this reading. It just screams it to me. I mean, this woman, this beautiful woman, this beautifully talented woman is weaving this rainbow tapestry out of all these different threads. And it's like she just, to me, the look on her face, I mean, look at the look on her face. Look at that. She is not happy. She is not enjoying what she's doing. It's like she's terrified of losing control or losing track of all these different strings that she's weaving. All right. So to me, divine for the divine masculines that are in these karmic relationships still, not only are you fearing the loss of control, but you are juggling so many different things that only exacerbates your fear of loss of control. Now, for some other divine masculines that are in these karmic relationships, you are still in these karmic relationships because you want to have control. You feel, many of you, I'm picking up that you feel if you were to take steps to move out of this relationship, this karmic relationship that you, in all honesty, you know you don't want to be in anymore at this point. Okay. You feel that if you start to take steps to move out of this relationship, your whole life will fall into chaos, and you could. And I feel like a lot of you feel like you're going to take a hit to your reputation. Now, for starters, um, yes, there could be some chaotic energy that pops up once you start taking these steps, but that's mainly just because there will be people that are going to try and stop you. You can't avoid that, okay? So if you're fearing divine masculines, if you're fearing moving forward because you don't want to deal with the resistance, you got to get over that one because there is always going to be resistance, always. That is just something that you have to accept in life. No matter what you do, there will always be resistance from someone or something that just doesn't want to go with the flow. You got to learn to deal with that, to handle that as best you can, to flow with that, yeah, to learn from that. Really, whatever conflict or chaos that comes up from it, it comes up because it's going to present you with an opportunity to learn and grow out of it. Okay, so there's that. Now, for the divine masculines that are fearing control, losing, fearing a loss or a hit to your reputation, to be quite honest, the people that you, or the groups or organizations or whatnot that will look at you less or that you will lose most of your reputation with are the people you're trying to move away from to begin with, right? Moving forward and aligning yourself with the higher vibrational people, situations, energies in general that you want to be a part of and be associated with moving forward as you better yourself in life will look at you again, will look at you in a higher light because you chose authenticity. You really can't take a reputation hit if you're choosing to be authentic, if you're choosing yourself and you're choosing to be authentic to yourself. And if you do take a hit to your reputation, then it's most likely from people that are just trying to stand in your way to begin with. And those are not people that you want around you to begin with, right? Right. Okay, finally in this spread from the Oracle of Visions deck, we have card number 38. And to me, this is talking about divine timing. All right. Now, this is a message for both divine masculines and divine feminines, mostly for divine feminines, because as I held this card up here, my attention was drawn to this woman on the card. Okay. And she's curled up in a fetal position. And to me, she's kind of like trying to protect herself, trying not to really pay attention, trying not to look because she's so afraid. And a lot of the divine feminines, now, this reading I'm doing is because there was a request, okay, for a divine masculine check-in. So, divine feminines, uh, I know a lot of you are really feeling. afraid, like, is this ever going to happen? Are they really ever going to leave this person? Are they ever going to choose me? And in many cases, the answer is yes. The universe is saying yes. But there is such a thing as divine timing. All right? So I'm going to speak to expressly to the divine feminines right now. This card is also saying yes, there is such a thing as divine timing, but it's also saying divine feminines, you have to detach. You have to detach from outcomes. You have to detach from timelines. Okay? Because the more you focus on these things and the lack within these things, the more resistance you put forward, and the longer it's going to take for the universe to help deliver this to you. All right? Divine masculines. Some of you are just straight up wasting time, procrastinating. In your case, I see this figure as this woman in this fetal position because she refuses to see what's going on around her. She's like, nope, 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 no, I don't want to handle it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. Nope. Now, in this case, I want you to take note of the both lotus and I believe this is a, yep, and the dragonfly on that lotus at the bottom of that card. All right. Lotus flowers grow in the murkiest of gross waters. Okay. I mean, they grow from waters that you would be like, how could anything live in this? And it's such a beautiful flower. So to me, that symbol is saying, yes, divine masculine, there's a lot of crap, there's a lot of gross. Well, this is for the divine feminine too. There's a lot of um, murky stuff, dark, nasty stuff around us. But through all that dark and murky stuff grows a beautiful lotus flower, a beautiful brand new life. And then on top of that lotus, we have a dragonfly, which is a symbol of transformation, sometimes extreme transformation. I mean, I think sometimes takes like years for dragonfly larva to develop or something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're definitely a symbol of transformation, sometimes extreme transformation. So those two symbols right there, the lotus flower with the dragonfly, is extreme confirmation from the universe that guys, this is going to happen. But that's where faith comes in. You have to have faith. Something beautiful can grow from all of this. But the divine masculines that are wasting time, you have to stop procrastinating. You have to start facing things. You've got to look past the materialism and the egotism. Okay? You've got to let go of the control issues. And everybody needs to understand that there is such a thing as divine timing here. All right? You can't rush it. You simply cannot. Okay, so now I'm going to pull some clarifiers, but just to let you guys know, if you are in fact interested in a karmic update reading for you specifically, this is what I would be doing for you. Okay, I would be pulling. I would only be probably depending on what I feel called to do in the moment. I'd probably only pull 3 oracle cards and then clarifiers, and then oracle guidance from most likely the Oracle of Vision set. All right. So moving forward, let's pull some clarifiers here. Spirit, please give us some clarifiers for these 4 cards here. Clarifiers, please, Spirit. One more. And then I'm just going to shuffle them out. Yeah, I'm just going to do it this way now. Okay, here we go, guys. So 2 clarifiers for each card, please, Spirit. Okay, clarifiers for card number 1. Here's 1. Oops. Too many. Okay. Bear with me here, guys. Clarifiers for card number 1. All right, so we've got that there with the Eight of Cups. Absolutely. So if you remember what I said earlier, this was, the divine masculine. Some of you are really starting to make way. You're really starting to make way on this journey in moving away from your karmic partner, or the karmic partner that you've been involved with. Now, this doesn't have to necessarily mean a romantic relationship with someone. This could be a familial relationship. This could be a friendship. This could be a group of friends that you're no longer wanting, that you are moving away from. This could be just any sort of karmic situation that you're dealing with, a job, so whatever circumstances you may find yourself in. Okay. Now, I am going to take note of the fact that the Eight of Cups right there did come out face up, and I'm pulling everything else face down. So what we already know right now is that the divine masculine is moving forward in this sense, away from karmic partners, okay, karmic situations. But because that other card came up face down, even though I'm pulling others face down, because that card came up face down, there is something that's hidden here. There's something that's hidden here. Okay, so now in the same respect, I just pulled a clarifier for the final card here, oracle card here in our spread, which is, and it has come out as the, no, and it's come out as the Nine of Wands. Okay, here it is. Oh, but I was going to say, if the next card that came up was face down, it would be the same thing. There's something hidden here. But this next card actually came up face up, and it happens to be the Hanging Man. Suspension. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So we're going to start here. We're going to start back at the beginning. Card one, we have the Eight of Cups, and what else? The King of Swords. Yeah, the King of Swords. So we've got the King of Swords and the Eight of Cups, clarifying this first card from the Oracle of Visions deck, which happens to be card number one. All right, so what's hidden here? What's hidden here is the fact that divine masculines that are moving forward with breaking away from these karmic situations, karmic relationships, whatnot, you are definitely embodying a King of Swords energy in order to do this, but you're keeping it hidden. Okay, I don't think in some cases there are some divine masculines where it's a hidden energy within you. You don't even realize that you have this energy at your disposal. So to some of you that this card is speaking to here, is some of you want to move away, but you don't think you have the means or the wherewithal to do it. So in that case, that would be why the King of Swords energy is hidden from you, because you're not aware of the fact that you have this energy at your disposal. Maybe you don't believe that you have this energy at your disposal, like you don't believe that you can do it, but you can. You absolutely can. Any one of us can pull on any sort of energy or resources that we need in the moment. Okay, you just have to. It's really mostly about belief. But I mean, this is absolutely confirmation. Divine masculine is not fulfilled in this karmic relationship any longer. It's either not fulfilling any longer, or it has served its purpose. Well, I think personally, actually, those go hand in hand, one and the same. It's not fulfilling because it's served its purpose, or um, it just has served its purpose for you, and you no longer need to be attached to it. But the best way for you to move forward is to embody the King of Swords energy. Diplomatic, honest, fair. And this is not okay, so this also, what could be hidden here, there's a little bit of a shadow side here that's coming up. You want to make sure that you're as diplomatic as possible, okay? It may not be the smoothest transition ever, but you don't want to further exacerbate the situation by being a dick, by being a King of Swords in reverse, who is making all these moves with only your best interest in mind. Do not go into these situations, or do not try to work your way out of these situations by um, trying to hurt people. People are going to get hurt regardless. Don't get me wrong. But if you're not doing this from a diplomatic and from a place of diplomacy and integrity, that's what I'm looking for. Integrity. Okay. Please understand that even though these karmic relationships or situations, whatever they may be, have been unfulfilling to you, have been detrimental to you in many cases, please understand that they still deserve to be respected. They're still human beings. Even if it's not just one human being, maybe if it's a situation, it's still energy. Respect energy. Respect each and everything like you would like to be respected yourself, even if it's an inanimate object or what you consider to be an inanimate object. Like this crystal, this clear quartz, many people would say this is an inanimate object. I personally believe it's a living object. Okay. Anyway, all right, cool. That message came about. I want to move forward. Card number two, which in the second position, which in the Oracle of Visions deck happens to be the second card in the deck. Clarifying that, we have the Fool and the Page of Pentacles. Now, I don't normally read reversals with this tarot deck, but I feel like that is pertinent here in some cases. Uh, okay, so the Fool with the Page of Pentacles and reversed, I think, does work here for the most part. Actually, the Fool coupled with the Page of Pentacles, that is clarifying this Oracle card, to me is saying that a new journey needs to be embarked on. You need to step out and start a new thing for yourself. Um, but this is definitely a brand new physical start for you, which to me is being symbolized by the Page of Pentacles. The page is a kid, brand new, doesn't have much of his footing, doesn't really know much about the situation. So in this regard, especially if you're trying to break out of this type of conformity, you know you need to move forward and take a leap of faith and step out on your own. But with the Page of Pentacles, and when it came up in reversed, you don't know how to do it. It's almost like you're stuck. In some cases, you're in some of you divine masculines have been in these situations where you're dealing with extreme conformity because you absolutely felt like you were the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You were stuck in this page at this page reality. It's like life dealt you all these cards, and you can't pull yourself out of the situation you're in and progress from the page to the knight, to the queen, to the ultimately the king. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you feel. So that's why you stay stuck in this conformity situation, because you feel that you have to. But no, please understand that you don't have to. Just like and I absolutely believe that this is tying in with card number one here, especially when it comes to the King of Swords energy that was hidden. If you feel divine masculine, if you feel like you're the Page of Pentacles in reverse and can't get out of this situation that you're in, and can't improve on your life and grow to greater and more affluent stages, we'll say, please know that you absolutely can do this. You are not stuck. And that is because you absolutely can draw on the knight, or I'm sorry, the King of Swords energy. You absolutely can. Now, to some others, the Page of Pentacles energy to me is saying you're just being straight up stubborn and childish. Some of you divine masculines. Maybe you like, I just picked up that some of you actually like being in this situation of conformity. But in that sense, you're saying to yourself, "Oh yeah, I mean, I know this really isn't the best situation for me. I know that I could grow up and do better. I know that this is actually kind of a toxic situation, but you know what? It's fun and I'm comfortable in it, and I really don't want to change, so I'm not gonna." That's what that Page of Pentacles in reverse is saying to me. But then spirit or the universe is saying to you, hello, it's time to wake up with the fool here. It's time to embark on a new journey. And you're kind of looking back and you're kind of looking back at the universe from a reverse or opposite position saying, nah, I don't wanna. Nope, I don't wanna. And hey, I mean, this is talking to those divine masculines that we've been referring to that are refusing to acknowledge this connection, refusing to heed the call of the universe to wake up and start growing and expanding spiritually. This is a direct message to you guys, to you or guys and gals of the divine masculine collective that are embodying this energy right now. You are absolutely entitled to make any choice that you want. But understand there will be um I guess the word is consequences. I mean, obviously, if you're going to stay in a toxic and detrimental relationship or situation, yeah, there are going to be some consequences. And the longer you stay in there, the longer those consequences are going to go out for, or are going to, the longer you're going to be facing or dealing with the consequences. But hey, if you like where you are, by all means, stay. Honestly, no tea, no shade. Do your thing, boo. But I mean, I guess there's a little bit of shade in my voice because, well, what about the contract that was made? What about the agreement that you made to walk this path? Now, in some cases, don't get me wrong, in some cases, there are situations where it's just not right. It's not the right time yet. So timing definitely comes into play there. So in those cases, if it's just not the right timing, then what's actually going on is the universe is working on getting these individuals to heed this call from the universe to wake up and to get this page of pentacles to turn upright. Okay, so that is what's happening in some of these cases. Actually, most, if not all. It's just that because it's a pentacles situation, there's a lot of stubbornness that's happening. It's saying that this could take some time because pentacles don't necessarily. Pentacles is an earthy energy, a solid energy, so it doesn't move too quickly. All right, moving forward to the third card in our position here, which is card number 13, where we were talking about extreme control issues. We've got the Ace of Wands, and we've got the High Priestess, clarifying this card. First things first, the first thing I'm getting is there is quite a bit of inspiration here coming through for the divine masculine. And it's coming through intuitively, okay? And a lot of it is because of the realization of just how much some of you divine masculines have on your plate, just how imbalanced your relationships in these karmic situations are. Okay. And the female figures in both the High Priestess and card number 13 from the Oracle deck are speaking to me and saying that this is coming about because of, for some of you, divine masculines, you're moving forward with balancing, integrating, and even in some cases associating with your feminine energy. And because that's happening, your intuition is waking up. Okay. There are some secrets that are being revealed to you, and it's causing you to take on a kind of not kind of, but absolutely take on a Ace of Wands energy, finding a new beginning in a new beginning in passion, which is going to help drive you forward in moving away, cutting out all of this extra, cutting out all this stress, cutting out this need to control. A lot of you are starting to realize just how controlling you are and have been. And you're putting and with the help of your intuition, you're piecing all of the different things together, and you're starting to realize why certain things may have played out, certain events, certain relationships may have played out the way they did, all in relation to your controlling nature. Now, don't get me wrong, we all as humans want to have control over our situations, but we can't always have all of the control that we may want to, if any. sometimes in a situation. Like when it comes to divine timing, we have zero control. Zero control when it comes to divine timing. But you can control certain aspects of your life. So a lot of you divine masculines, your ace of wands or your ace of inspiration, I want to call it, is the understanding of how being overly controlling is getting you nowhere. And you're working with your intuition to help you stop that, to help you change that, to help you move with the flow, to help you be comfortable with, or yes, become comfortable with the unknown, right? Because the high priestess speaks of secrets, speaks of the unknown. I mean, she knows all that's hidden and all that's in the light. She knows all. So you're becoming more comfortable with the unknown. And it's inspiring you, absolutely inspiring you. It's like opening up a whole new way of life, which in turn is going to help you move away from these karmic relationships, especially when you really get comfortable with the unknown. Because once you get comfortable with that, stepping out on your own, taking this leap of faith here in wow, yeah, in the two fool energies we have here, once you get comfortable or more comfortable with the unknown, taking that leap of faith ain't gonna be shit. It's just gonna be like it could just be a walk in the park. Boop, there it is. I did it. Now what, universe? Yeah, you'll be able to be excited for those moments. Be like, hey, look, I just took this leap of faith. I can't wait to see what's gonna come up next. You know what I mean? Okay, I did this backwards again. Moving on. Finally, in the fourth position, we have card 38, and we were talking about divine timing here. We were also talking about procrastinating. Um, the clarifiers here, we have the Nine of Wands and the Hanging Man. Okay, and so this is mainly talking about the divine timing aspect. Okay, the procrastination part isn't so much a thing here. That's really just kind of like a small portion, I'm feeling. Okay. But overall, this is absolutely talking about divine timing. Um, and it's speaking to separation also. You know, the whole thing about this part of our journey where we're separate from our twin. Um, in the Nine of Wands, it's saying that's my Just Keep Swimming card. That's my Dory card from Finding Nemo. Whenever I see the Nine of Wands, I hear Dory singing, "Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, keep fighting, just keep going. You're almost there. You're almost there." Clarifying also that we have the Hanging Man, which is saying this moment of separation is a suspending moment in which we're gaining a brand new perspective. Okay, we're doing a little bit of healing. We're enlightening ourselves. We're seeing. We're connecting with our intuition and diving deeper into this situation and seeing things from a different perspective and understanding things better and seeing where we made the mistakes and how we can do better in the future. Okay, I mean that's really the beauty of divine timing. It's even though you may not see it on the surface, it is getting us where we need to go. All right. So that's for that message goes for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Okay. Cool. All right. Moving forward. Now, I want to pull some oracle guidance for I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say I'm going to pull this oracle guidance for everybody, for both twins, not everybody, not for this isn't for the karmics. It's for the twins, divine masculine and divine feminine. No, regardless of who is in a karmic relationship, whether that be the divine masculine is in the karmic relationship, whether that be the divine feminine that's in the karmic relationship. Um, Actually, I'm sorry, no, no. Let me redefine that because this is a reading for the divine masculines here. So yes, this is for the divine. This is going to be oracle guidance for the divine masculines that are in a karmic relationship, but it's also going to be for the divine feminines, okay, who have divine masculines that are in karmic relationships. Okay, good. We got that cleared up. All right, Spirit. One card, please. One card of guidance for the twins, for divine masculines in karmic relationships and divine feminines that have a counterpart in a karmic relationship. Okay, I'm going to give it one more shuffle. And then I'll pull this card. All right. So, whoop, there's the card. Flew right out. So again, guys, if you really like this reading, I encourage you all to please email me and yes, to email me and order a specific reading for yourselves. Yeah. So we have card number 39, Passion of the Lion Heart, which is Goddess Sekhmet and Fire Agate. Now, I know Goddess Sekhmet is a type of destructive goddess and a warrior goddess. Um, I mean, there was one moment where I was meditating and, I guess she was trying to get my attention or my higher self was trying to get me to, do a little more research on her. But, and I, unfortunately, a lot of the information that I read slipped my mind. But she does have some destructive aspects to her. And just as a channeled message right now, I am going to read from the book for you guys just to get a little more specific information. But the channeled message here is the universe is providing you the passion that you need to move away from this unhealthy relationship and situation. It's also providing, that's for the divine masculine. For the divine feminine, it's providing you with the wherewithal to just keep swimming, just to hang on, just to have faith and trust in the universe that things are going to go well. Okay. But let me just read from the book real quick, see if I'm missing anything. All right. We bring you the empowerment of passion of the lion heart. Through passion, you will dedicate yourself with an intensity and discipline that may surprise you. Passion is love activated. It is energy that moves you from within and empowers you to act in the world in ways you would not otherwise dare to even consider. Passion gives you strength, plugs you into the eternal energy of sacred fire, and generates the ability to accomplish tasks you once may not have believed possible. With great passion, there can be great pain. The heart that loves wild and open is also the heart that can feel disappointment and doubt most keenly. The empowerment of the lion heart strengthens your heart to recover from any pain through the power of courage, commitment, and bold. Yeah, commitment and bold, loving devotion to what matters most to you. I mean, come on. That card is absolutely perfect. And it's speaking to everybody here. But now, for those divine masculines that are afraid, somehow have fear against, like, especially for those that are fearing moving away from, conformist situations, for fear, or any of you fearing losing reputation, blah, blah, blah. The universe is giving you the strength and the passion to move forward, to release that fear and release this negative, terrible, toxic situation so that you can move forward on your life and be more authentic. It's also providing you with the passion to be your most authentic self, regardless of what that means on the surface, regardless of what people have to say to you about it, regardless of what people's opinions about it are. The universe is providing you with the passion and the fire to burn away what no longer serves you. And from those ashes, rise like a phoenix almost into your true self. Yeah? Okay, so there is your karmic update. Um, Again, if this message resonated with you, and you have a specific question related to it, I encourage you to hit me up on Instant Go. If you have a specific question you want to ask me in general, a quick question, just need a quick answer for something, please hit me up on Instant Go. If you would like to order one of these readings from me, I will leave all that information down below. Other than that, thank you so much for joining me. I love you all, and I will speak with you soon. Bye bye.